You have 3 months. You have 3 months for the CS exam, and many of you are already giving up. But in this video, I will be telling you some of the strategies which you can do from today, even if you have not touched your CS material. How can you go to the CS exam and pass for 100%? The first thing is, how do you believe in yourself, and do this in a scientific manner. Just by motivation, nothing is going to help. I'll give you a step-by-step plan, and this has worked for all my students in the past, and you can do it from now. Don't worry if you have already studied for 2-3 months and now you have 3 months and you're getting scared, or if you're touching the book today. Not wasting time from today is the real job you need to do. So let's get into the video and understand this, how to crack the CS exam within 3 months. Just in case you're new to the channel, I am Company Secretary Alok. I'm practicing as a CS and I'm a faculty here at Ekcel. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel, and let's get directly into the first question. 3 months, is it really enough? We have only 3 months. Is it enough? I think 3 months is not enough, sir. I don't think I'm going to write the June exam. I want to write December. I've heard this. Many students have told this. Many have WhatsApped us on our WhatsApp number saying that they will write for December. But my question is, why do you want to skip June? It is there in front of you. You will never be able to study with the intensity for December if you don't write June. See, the way the human brain is that we will react only when there is a deadline which is closer to us. If I tell you you have to submit the homework by tomorrow, you will do it today. If I tell you do it next week, you will do one day before next week. That is a human psychology. That is fine. That is normal. There's nothing wrong. So that is why, regardless if you feel of passing in June is a possibility or not, don't wait for December. Write in June. Even if you fail, it will help you. You tell, sir, what are you telling? Yes, even if you fail, it's going to help you. But what if you pass? Just think, what if you pass? That is the possibility. I remember recently, very recently, I happened to meet my CS foundation teacher. I used to go for ICSI coaching, and in CS foundation, we had a teacher, Geeta ma'am. Very recently, I met her after more than 15 years. And she said that when I was a student, she used to tell that when you have 2 to 3 months, it is very easy to give up hope. But if you start thinking that actually I'm going to pass this exam, you will be giving better efforts and chances that you're actually going to pass. So don't give up hope even till the last minute. And right now you have 3 months. There is lot of time if you do it properly. This is very, very crucial for you to understand. So my first thing for you to understand is that if you have about 90 days or 80 days, so when you watch this video, somebody may have 90 days, somebody may have 80 days, somebody may have 75 days. And you please try to see how many hours you can study. If you're a full-time student, you may study 8 hours. If you're a part-time student, you may study only 2 hours. But whatever time you have is your reality. You have to work within that time. Don't think, oh, this time is not enough. Time will never be enough. Even a rank student never feels confident just before the exam, because they feel that I could have studied more, I could have done better. You'll always feel that. That is very normal. That is why no matter how much time you have, see how much time you have, and based on that, you need to do the planning. So the first thing is, you need to make this commitment to yourself. This is the first and foremost important thing. I will do what is in my control 100%. So what is in your control is what you can do. You cannot do what is not in your control. That is a common sense. Yes, but when you tell this to yourself, you become much more positive, and just being positive is so much better and so much more effective than always cribbing. Oh, I don't have time. I have only 3 months. I have only 2 months. Some people say I have only 6 months. So time is never enough. Whether it is 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, or one day, you'll never feel you have enough time, because there is so much to study in company secretary course, and we have very little time because exams are always once in 6 months. So you'll never have time. So you have to do the best within the time you have. You will never be able to feel that I'm 100% confident, I did 3 revisions, I'm going to go and I'm going to write very well. They'll always be, like I told, even rank student may feel that they have yet to complete something. So make this commitment to yourself. And very quickly, what are the books you need to study? See, this is the exhaustive list. You may not be able to study everything, but you need to have this. The ICSI study material, Chartered Secretary magazine. Nobody knows this. When you have 3 months, you don't have to study all. Take at least one or maximum two Chartered Secretary magazine. It is online. ICSI website. It is for free. So take one or two articles from that, and then please get ready for law papers. So these articles really help. So read that article, prepare a note about that article, and select articles which are general in nature so you can write it in exam. These things add that extra 1 mark, 2 mark, and this is what you have to do different. If you do what everybody else does, you're not going to make a difference. You're not going to get that extra marks in your exam, right? Guideline answers, which is again available for free. ICSI has given it for free, where basically what is this guideline answers? It is the answer to the previous year question papers. So ICSI gives the question and the answers. So this will give you an idea how to answer and what are the kind of questions. What are the kind of questions? Don't study with only this. Only with that, it's never going to work. Then you have Bare Act, especially for company law. You have other textbook. Like for example, if you people who join Excel Academy, we have our own book. Or if you join other academy, there are books. There are some other private books. So see which is suitable for you. See, I'm not saying you have to study everything with 100% effort. You can't, but the primary is the study material and all these things, at least little bit you should have the element. Only then your answer paper will be well rounded, right? Revision test paper, scanner, again to know the from each chapter what are the kind of questions you get. Scanner is mainly for questions and is not for answers. MCA website, YouTube is a good resource, but sometimes you can also get lost in so many videos. So go and watch. Even in our channel we have many topics, so please go search. If you have doubts, you can also get in touch with us and we can give you the link of those videos. Articles, case laws, case studies, and if possible attend video class, not just hours, anything, because you will be able to study more in less time. So having said that, now you know what to study, what should you do from today? From today, what should you do? What are the things you can do right now? Let us get into that in detail. So 3 months are remaining. Give 100% focus, determination for your exam. So focus on your process. That means what do you do every single day? This is what we don't do. We are always worrying. See, it's very easy for me to tell, it's difficult for you to follow, but really what you do every day is the secret to success, right? So there is a saying that show me your daily routine, I will tell you whether you will succeed after 5 years. There is some saying like that. Means what do you do every day? So if somebody is getting up morning, doing exercise, then studying, then working, whatever, any field, and they are not wasting any time, you know they will succeed. They may succeed in 1 year, in 2 years or 3 years or maximum 5 years. But if somebody is always watching Instagram, watching TV, wasting time, you know that they will not be able to reach anywhere even after 10 years. So that is why the process or what you do daily is important. Even when you have just 3 months, it is how effectively you use it. So 3 months is much more time than you think, and if you use the techniques I'm telling you, it is actually important. So this is the very first thing I want to tell you. So there are totally 11 points I want to tell you. Timetable you should make and finish as per plan. So I have told this many times if you have come on my channel. So if you have already watched it, I'm sorry, but this works. This has worked for thousands of students from 2011. This is what I used to do, and this is so simple. When I was a student, I used to do it. I told my students, and this, so that for more than 20 years this has been working from my time as a student to now for all the students. So what you should do, make a timetable where you have a countdown for exam. So let's say you have 70 days. Suppose you are watching this video when you have 70 days. So write 70, 69, 68. So you should have a countdown. Take one simple sheet of paper and do it by hand. Then write the date, 4th March, 5th March, 6th March, whatever. So I'm just given an example, you can write that. Then the most important is these two columns, right? What do I want to study today? This column says, what do I want to study today? So this is where you have to write. So let us say you'll write CAFM lesson 2. I'm just giving an example, okay? Then SBI LL lesson 3, right? It could be 2 subjects. I'm just writing for example. So it could be 2 subjects, 1 subject, 3 subjects, whatever you study every day. So you'll start, how many subjects should I study? I'll come to that also. So like this, you write this, okay? Do this timetable for 1 week initially. So fill up this column, 7 columns will be there. Then every day night before you sleep, for the next 3 months, how much did I complete today? Simple. How much did I complete today? So you planned to study CFM lesson 2, but did you really complete? Okay, you could not complete. So I completed this much. I completed 80%, whatever. Write what is realistic. Write what is realistic, which you have actually done. And when should you fill this? Before you go to sleep. See, recently ICSI CS exams came, right? The results came, the results came. When the results came, many people of Excel Academy passed and everyone thanked. Yes, they thanked, your classes were good, all that is fine. But they thanked us for these kind of study techniques more than anything. Not only that, even students who had not registered with us, but who had seen our YouTube channel and they were YouTube subscribers, so many people called saying that I qualified, I became a company secretary, I passed my executive. So like that, they say because of all these tips. So if you follow, you actually get results. So the secret is the difficult part, to follow. See, watching this video is easy. Following it, taking action, that effort is what you need. But if you do it, there is proof of so many people getting results. So you can get the result. So every day you complete this. So when you do this for 1 week, you will get better. And most importantly, what will happen? The next week you will make a realistic timetable. So you will start writing what you can actually finish on that day. So this way you have a track, and most importantly, every day this countdown is going. So you'll be like, okay, I just have 60 days, I have 50 days. So that helps you to be motivated and helps you to be more active. Okay. Then the third point I want to tell you, while studying, the totally 11 points, so please stay with me. Third point, while studying, you need to try to study 2 subjects every day. Studying the same subject for long hours might not be fruitful. You will not get anything. So you can also do something like, which really very effective, which my students have done, is, let us say that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 study sessions you are going to study. Okay. So you are doing subject A, then you are doing subject B, then again come to subject A, again go to subject B, again come to subject A. You will tell, sir, this will be confusing. No, sir. Instead of that, I will study till my 3 sessions, I'll study subject A. Then I'll go to subject B. Yes, that is the easy part, but remember, when you do hard things, it stays in your brain. Learning has to be hard. Learning need not be easy. Only when learning is hard, learning will be permanent. You want permanent or you want just short-term results, right? So that is why if you want a permanent learning, do the alternate. So 2 hours you study company law, 2 hours you study JIGL, again 2 hours company law, again JIGL, again company law. Topics are not connected, but this is a sure shot, scientifically proven way for you to retain information. So this is what I would suggest to you, that is studying 2 subjects, and this is my suggestion. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it, but this is effective. It is difficult, so whenever things are difficult, we don't do it, we do the easy things, right? But easy things will give us only short-term results. Please remember that. Next, the 3M formula you need to write. So this is the 4th point I want to tell you. What is the 3M formula? Micro exam, mini exam, mock exam. See, this is what I have been telling all my students, including the ones who have registered for Excel Academy for the coaching classes. We have a micro exam, means every day we have a 1 day 1 answer. We have a WhatsApp group. Students write 1 answer for any 1 question of ICSI exam and they post it and we give them comments. We call it micro exam. Mini exam is our weekly test with corrections, and mock exam is our 100 marks exam. So you don't have to join us for this. You can do it by yourself, but when you join, you get the support, correct? So please remember that this is what most people don't do. Why? Let me tell you. See, reading doesn't need too much effort. Tell me one thing. Do you need more effort for reading or watching classes or to write? You need more effort to write. So we avoid effort, we avoid hard work. It is easy to watch the classes, or is it easy to sit in a face to face classroom, teacher is teaching and okay, I'm just writing something, right? Or I'm just listening. Or it is easy by myself to read a book. It is easy. But to take one question from an old question paper, then think of it like a real exam. Write the answer. That is more effort. So because it is more effort, we are not doing. That is why your learning is not strong. It is as simple as that. See, I want to be very honest and I'm trying to help you. So what takes more effort is actually helping you to learn better. So please remember that. So take this micro exam, that is every day. So this is a 5 marks exam. This is a 25 marks exam and this is a 100 marks exam. Okay. Micro exam is 5 marks. And how much time will it take? It will not take more than 7 to 8 minutes to write this. And mini exam, maximum 1 hour. And this is 3 hours. So this you have to do daily. 10 minutes you can give here. Come on, 7 to 8 minutes and everything together, let's say 10 minutes. You have to give 10 minutes every day. And ICSI is a written exam. It is not a oral exam. It is not the, in the exam will they ask you to read? No. In the exam will they ask you to tell? No, you have to write. So you have to practice that. It is as simple as that. So you need to do these 3 M's, micro, mini, mock exam. And you can do this by yourself. You don't have to join any coaching academy to do this here. You just need self-discipline, and that is so hard, right? You need discipline, which is so hard. The 5th point I want to tell you is what? Make use of the previous year's question papers and guideline answers after completing every chapter. This is what we do mistake. After completing the whole subject, then we'll go see this old question paper and guideline answer. That is wrong. In fact, after every study, let's say you study for 2 hours, right? After that, go try to see what are the questions from those topics which have been asked by ICSI. That is where your scanner comes into picture. This way, whatever you learn gets more solid in your head. So please remember that carefully. Next, for practical subjects, practice the problems with regular intervals. What is that regular intervals? So I have told this many times, so I repeat. So for a practical, for taxation, for CAFM, correct, for these kind of subjects where it is not your law subjects. So suppose you practice some problem today, day 1, you will understand, you solve it, then you say, oh, I understood, very good. No, but you will forget it. That is natural. You will forget it. So instead of forgetting it, so 3rd day, 7th day, 15th day, like that, yes, you need to keep practicing the same problem with regular interval. When I say regular interval, this is how you have to do. And in fact, when you practice the 3rd or 4th time, you will be taking much lesser time. On the first day, it may take you a long time and you're not understanding, it's confusing, you're getting irritated. But with intervals, when you practice the problems, you get the concept much more clearly, and that is important for us to know, right? The next 7th point I want to tell, in total the 11 points. Revise regularly, don't wait till the end. Retrieval practice is most effective. What is this retrieval practice? Like I told you, for the problems, same way even for the theory subjects, for law subjects. Whatever you study, you need to test yourself. You need to ask questions to yourself. Have you understood that? And you have to explain it to yourself. If you have somebody, explain it to them. But if you don't, explain it to yourself. This is a better way to make your learning solid. And all these things I'm telling you, 3 months is enough. 3 months is more than enough. And if you don't believe me, look at all our comments, look at our success stories, look at interviews, look at students who have done it. So don't give up hope till the very last second of your last exam you write now. You should have hope, because you should do what is in your hands. You can't do what is not in your hands, right? Next, for practical problems, solve the question and then see the solution. First solve the question. But what do? Don't see the solution and think you can solve it. What does everyone do? For taxation, okay, they'll see the textbook or some notes, or even if it is academy, like if you join us, we have the entire notes. They'll say, oh, okay, okay, like this, okay. I can understand, I'll do it. But they never practice. See, there's a very big difference between seeing and when you actually do, you get into the real problems. Correct? You get the confusions there. Your concept is not clear. So please remember this. So try to solve it by yourself. You won't be able to solve it. So that is why please practice. Yes, the ninth thing which I want to tell you is practice the Pomodoro technique. This is the single most effective technique which our students have told, which has helped them to study more in less time. And what is it? Very simple. You need to study 25 minutes and then take a 5 minutes break. So keep an alarm, study for 25 minutes, take a 5 minutes break. So if you want to study for 2 hours, it should look like 25 minutes, 25 minutes, 25 minutes, 25 minutes. But there will be a 5-minute break after every 25 minutes. Why do you take the break? Simply because your focus is higher in the 25 minutes. And when your brain knows, okay, after 25 minutes, I'm going to get a break, it will focus. You will not procrastinate. You will not waste time. You will not see your mobile. You will not do any of that. Keep it with a timer. Keep it with a timer. It is much more effective, not on your mobile. Buy a small alarm clock, one small timer, and in that you can keep this, and it is very effective. All our students have told this. Even I use it when I prepare for classes and all. Even we have to study. This is very, very effective. You can study more in less time, and this is what we call Pomodoro. Study 25 minutes, take a 5 minutes break. The 10th point I want to tell you is make handwritten short notes. Short notes. You don't have to write everything. Okay. And also do markings in your material. It could be your ICSI material, it could be your whatever textbook or coaching academy material you're using, right? Make these markings, and this will help you not today but one day before exam, because you've studied it and all that. You can start recalling, and end of the day, you like it or not, whatever you study should go to the memory and you have to reproduce it in the exam. That is the harsh reality which we have. So the 11th point, after this I also tell you some of the things you should avoid. So please hold on, this video is not ending here. Good sleep, nutrition, meditation, physical exercise and yoga is more important than you think. You think, oh, what is there? Everybody tells we should do, but nobody does it. Even if you just walk for 20 minutes, brisk walk, it helps you a lot to study more in less time because you're much more active. So I don't have to tell much about this, but practice. Me telling is easy. See, all the tips I'm telling you here is of no use if you just watch this video. You need to actually practice it and start doing it. So what you should not do, don't do these following things. So what are the things which you should not do? Yes, so like I told you, this is one common thing. Students often associate increased effort with ineffective learning, leading them to avoid strategies that require more cognitive effort. So like I told you, you need more effort to think and write a micro exam, mini exam, mock exam. Correct? Basically take tests. You need more effort, but you don't do it. Why? You feel it's difficult. But what happens that time? You feel I'm having so much effort, but I'm not able to understand. So that is why you're not able to understand. Next mode, memorization. Many students prioritize quick, surface level learning like memorization because they feel it is more time efficient. You have to write, you have to read, we waste so much time, but better I'll by heart. So if you by heart, it will be with you for a few days, but you will forget later. So these are the mistakes you should avoid. And this is a very big concern I'm seeing. Comparing yourself with your friends. Everybody is different. Everybody's life situation is different. So I have a student, she's married, okay? She has two kids, married, two kids, okay? But she also goes to work. Can you believe? She goes for a job, she's married, she has two kids, and she's doing company secretary course. So even I told her, even if you study 1 hour a day, we salute you. It is great. It is not easy to take care of family, to go for a job and still tell I want to do company secretary course. And I've had students in the past like that who have passed. Even their stories in the success story you can see. So can you compare? So can that student compare themselves with a full-time student who's not married, no family commitment, no job? They can study 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. They can't compare. So don't compare yourself with others. Somebody may have 10 hours a day to study. Somebody may have just 1 or 2 hours a day to study. So it is your journey. You are going to become a company secretary, and focus on your journey, then you'll not feel demotivated at all, right? Don't focus on one subject. You have to pass all the subjects. I have seen the students, one subject they'll study very well. You can understand that, put efforts in two subjects. One which you think you have ability to score 60. Yes, one subject where you know you can score exemption, you put more effort. Second, which you have the fear of failing, and ensure that you get 40. Even now when the result came, some of our students got exemption marks 60 plus, 65, 67, but in one subject they failed. They got 31, 32. But if they had got even just 40 in that subject, they would have got through, correct? So where you are good, yes, do very well, get 60. But where you think you're bad, at least study enough to get 40. And at the end of the day, that's all matters. You need to get aggregate 50, right? Very, very crucial. If you're starting your preparation now, today, and you just have 3 months, don't try to study from multiple sources. Now everybody, oh my god, I got this notes in WhatsApp, I got this notes in Telegram, I got this notes on YouTube, I got this note on email, I got this note from my friend. Some 1,000 notes you will collect, and time goes in collecting all this, and you can't study, oh I'll study from this, I'll study from that. Okay, you collect what you want, but pick one source. It could be ICSA book, it could be textbook, it could be, if you have joined some academy, that notes, whatever. But select one, stick to it, and trust that material. Study only from that. Focus on study material and make your own notes to be used one day before exam. I already told you, and make the markings over there, which will help you for sure. Yes, next. Don't study for long hours without breaks. That is why I told you Pomodoro technique. Even if you continue studying, nothing will register in your mind. Somebody will tell, I studied morning to night without break. What is the use? Don't simply study for the sake of completing number of hours. Oh, today I have to study 5 hours. So to complete that, today I have to study 10 hours. Today I have to complete this chapter. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. So please don't do that at all. Right. Next, this is what many people actually don't like me telling, but this is the fact. Don't worry about failing the exams. You are here for a long-term career. What does that mean? You will face ups and downs. You will face ups and downs. See, when you do company secretary course, sometime you'll pass, sometime you'll fail, sometime you'll pass, sometime you'll fail, but you're moving ahead. See, this is important. You're moving ahead. You're learning. Whatever you're learning is useful for you. I have had students who have failed in the first attempt, and this time when the result came, they passed. They said that actually what I studied in first attempt, it became useful for me in second attempt. So like that, whatever you study never goes waste. And CS course generally takes 3 to 5 years. Go ask anybody. They will take 3 to 5 years. So for you also it is there. And failure and pass is necessary. Yes, if you pass everything first attempt, very good. But be ready. If you don't also, it is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It is actually good, because you're making progress, you're learning, you're going ahead, and finally you are going to finish the course. So focus on your entire course and not worry about passing or failure. So should I do self-study or coaching? This is completely your wish. It is your choice. It is your choice. If you feel I've written 1 or 2 attempts, I know everything, I just have to sit and study, just do self-study. Don't do any coaching. But if you feel in 90 days somebody can help me and I can complete it, you should consider coaching, right? It is really going to help you, and it really doesn't cost as much as you think. So coming to that, this is the end of the video, and very quickly, we can help you if you want this particular thing, and this is what you can get for the CS executive level. Classes, notes, daily quiz, mock exams, correct, weekly test, personal mentorship. This is what has really helped us get very, very good results. Even this time, so many people, when they got results, they actually cried, saying that because of the personal mentorship is what made me pass, right? Then we obviously monitor your studies, and you can get in touch with us. And remember, when I always tell, choose the coaching which you like. You don't have to come only to us. Take our classes, see the samples, see how the personal mentorship happens, and then you can take a call of joining. And in our case, Even one student join for whatever reason they don't like, we will give 100% money back, because we are so confident about our program. We are confident about our results. We are confident about the thousands of students who have passed from us from 2011. So try it if you want. If you have face-to-face classes, you can go. Online, you can go. Any academy which you like, but study properly about everything they give and then take a decision. So this is what we want to say. And regardless of that, you can go to our website or you can go to Play Store on Android. We have a free app. You can check out the app. You can check out the free samples over there. And this is what I wanted to tell you. I know it's a little long video, but 3 months is not as short as you think. You can definitely pass. Thank you very much and all the best for your exams.